All right, collectors, thanks for joining me today, August 11th, 2024, to talk about some of the news, deals, and steals and shenanigans going on in the toy community this week or this last week. It was an interesting week. Lots of interesting things were happening. I'm not addressing the Hasbro shenanigans. I'm past that now. Let's move on. But there are some things to talk about. Not as many things as there were last week, but there are still a few things, some interesting things, really. And let's get to that. Without further ado, let's jump right into this is a G.I. Joe type centric military action figure type channel after all. Not that we don't do any of the other stuff. We dabble in all the other different things. But number one, the Haslab for the Rattler. 29 days left. When I checked, we're at about 13,500-ish backers. So we've got another 500 to unlock before we unlock the Gunner. And then after that, it's on to the Baroness. I'll tell you what, I'm really hoping we get to that Baroness. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. I mean, is it as good as the Rattler? No, but that Baroness completes the whole package. I think that's amazing, that figure. I wish they'd have done her first. We'd have gotten to 14,000, on the first day, I bet. So anyways, that's where it stands right now. 29 days left, 13,500 backers, another 500, and we get the Gunner included for that Cobra Rattler. Now, in other G.I. Joe news, we've seen that the Cobra Stinger has been hitting some of the loot piles or some of the homes of various collectors that order from Big Bad Toy Store. So I believe Big Bad Toy Store is already sending those out, and I even believe that Pulse is sending those out. I broke my own rule, and I put all my eggs in one basket, being Amazon. And now I'm sitting waiting here while everybody else is playing with their Stinger. I'm over here waiting on mine to hit Amazon. I don't know when that's going to be, but anyways, I'm happy for all of you guys that get to, I'll be glad to watch some of the reviews, because by the time I get it, it'll be old news. Now, this is interesting. From Fans Hobby, they were going to do the the Skyhawk? Well, it's not the Skyhawk. It's the Air Eagle, the VE-01 Air Eagle, I believe is what they called it. Apparently Hasbro got a little bent out of shape about it. So what that means to me is that they are going to be doing a Skyhawk. So what Fans Hobby decided to do was to change it up a little bit into this. I'm okay with that. Either one of those is fine with me. I think this design looks as good, or if not better, than the old Skyhawk. I'm okay with both of these designs. So I'm looking forward to it. So that's fantastic. In other news, still keeping with our G.I. Joe centric type stuff, the Ramen Toys tanks are out. So the Hunter and the, I don't know how to, Amphis, what is this called? Amphisbane? I don't know what it's called. Anyways, the two that the arrows are pointing to, the Cobra version, I don't know if the arrows made it in there or not, but the Hunter Green tank, just the regular tank, and that black tank with the dual, kind of like a laser turret looking thing. I've already ordered them and paid for it. I'm still not 100% sure about the missile set for it, not a whirlwind. What is it called? Anyways, the Wolverine, the one that CoverGirl used to be in. I may pick that up eventually. The thing about this is, if you order early, here's the killer. And again, I'm being transparent here. The killer here is shipping. Shipping is a nightmare with these things. I think it's $50 to ship these things. So, but if you order early, it's almost like you're getting the $50 included, in the price, because he's knocking off quite a bit from this. So $140 if you order early, $200 if you don't order early. So, I mean, you save $100 if you order now. or spend $100 later when everybody's opening up their their ramen. This time it's not a ramen racer, it'll be a ramen tank, right? So anyways, there's that. Moving on to the new, wait, yes, you know what? Let's skip that and let's talk about you remember a while back, I talked about the really cool Punisher Sentinel fighting armor that War Machine Sentinel, what was it? The Punisher War Machine armor, limited edition that was that they were doing for a Hong Kong anime show, right? They're the Hong Kong anime thing, Comic-Con out there. The big thing about it was limited to 800. And I was really feeling kind of sad about it, right? Because I was like, man, this is one of my favorite, outfits. I have the Hot Toys War Machine version of this suit. And I would love, just like I really like how that Sentinel fighting armor works and does, I would love to have a War Machine variant of it. And I was kind of sad about it because for 800, 800 pieces, they're going to go lickety split, I would think. Well, apparently not. If I was just alert. So here's another picture of it. Boy, that looks glorious. Well, to me, it looks great to me. But I was apparently alerted that Big Bad Toy Store, again, I'm not supported by Big Bad. I'm just trying to help you guys out where I can to show you some of these things. Big Bad has gotten an allotment of these things. $109. That's about the same as a Sentinel fighting armor cost. So it's all virtually retail for a limited edition, super cool looking Sentinel armor. This looks fantastic. I'm definitely going to pick this up. I've already put my order in. Might as well put your order in if you were looking for it, because I don't know if you're going to find it anywhere else. And I guarantee you this thing is going to go up in value. So hopefully, there's a limit of one per person. So thank you, Big Bad Toy Store. You're making it to where it's good for the the collectors to be able to get one. Now we're going to talk about the Spideys. Across the Spider-Verse, I believe the second movie's called. You've got Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Spider-Punk, the Spider-Man from India, Gwen, Miles Morales as the Prowler, or the variant. By this time, everybody's seen the movie. And then we've got Spider-Man 2099 there on the side. I'm actually not going to buy all these. The ones I'm interested in, of course, are Peter Parker, which is from, the second movie. I really want this particular figure. And then what I'm also interested in is Miles as the Prowler. I'm very much looking forward to that one. He looks great. And as the Prowler, I've actually ordered the other one from, I forgot what it's called, but it's like, it was on 5K Toys for a while. And I'm still waiting on that one to come. I bet this one gets here before that one. For some of you that know, 5K Toys, they're a great site and they're a great, I've done business with them for years. But the thing is, some of the stuff that they sell takes longer than a Haslab to get to your house. So just know, the good thing is that they'll do a deposit. You don't have to pay for it in full. They offer you a deposit so that you don't have to sit there and, hey, I paid you all this money. No, just a portion of it. I think it's like 5% down or some nominal fee just to hold you a spot. So anyways, moving along from that, what I also like is the Spider-Punk version. Now, you've got this purplish hue on him, but he comes with an extra head that you can pop on the other figure. I have a Spider-Punk right up there. And I'm going to pop that regular head on him. So I'm excited about that. I'm definitely going to get it. On to some DC news from McFarlane. McFarlane Collector Edition, Dark Knight Batman. I hope this one comes with a wired cape. I really do. I don't know if I'm going to pick him up, but he looks great. If I see him and he has a wired cape, there's a 99% chance I'm going to pick him up. So that's pretty much I'm going to pick him up. What else DC related? Oh, the glow-in-the-dark Batman Forever. I believe this was the Batman Forever vehicle that was out there. This one's glow-in-the-dark. I think it's supposed to be blue, but whatever. It's green. It glows in the dark. Looks cool. And then what also comes with it is Alfred. You get Alfred included in the Amazon package as well. So that's pretty neat. NECA is putting out some new Music Maniacs, and this time they come with a little more articulation than I believe just a statue. So Freddie Mercury here, they have him, and he has articulation like regular single joint articulation. It's not super great, of course, but you can articulate. You can see there he's bending his knees and he's kind of, doing, the little rock fist up in the air. So he's got some movement. You can articulate him. He's not a statue. So, I mean, you're not Mafex level here or Figure Arts level, but it is, you can articulate it as you like. You also have Slash, same thing. He's got articulation, basic articulation. Slash, huge fan of Guns N' Roses when I was younger. I mean, I still am. I still listen to their music. That made a big impression on me as a kid. So, I really dig Slash. And, Freddie Mercury's cool too. You also have Leatherhead. Now, staying within NECA, they're putting out this new, not Leatherhead. This is Mondo Gecko. So Mondo Gecko, I think this is the Eastman and Laird version that's been hitting out. I found, the belly one. And then if you saw my hunt yesterday, you also saw me find the Rat King. And what was the other one? There's another one, Leatherhead. I found him as well. So moving on from that, but staying within NECA, is we've got the Iron Maiden Future Past World Tour box set. So this is a 2-pack. I wish they would have done a individual for each one. But anyways, you have like the samurai looking Eddie, and then you have Eddie. And then you have the futuristic type looking cyborg version of him too. So very cool, very interesting figures. I've always been a fan of this particular mascot. So anyways, might be because he has my name. Anyways, moving on to the Homer Simpsons. These figures are from Jakks Pacific, I believe. Some people are already finding these out in the wild. I don't know if I covered them or not, but you've got the vampire. I forgot what it is. He changes color as well. Mr. Burns, Vampire Mr. Burns. You got Radioactive Homer, and then you got Radioactive Man. So $25 each. I think they're already hitting GameStop. So. And the last controversial thing we're going to talk about in the news. And I know people are going to be a little bit, maybe some will get bent out of shape, maybe others won't. We're going to talk about a little bit about the Norseman from Frazetta. I got Tigra, I got Dark Wolf. I'm probably not going to get this Norseman because to me, he doesn't ring in nostalgia bells. The previous 2 figures did. And I knew what I was getting. I was getting a sub articulated figure. It's articulation from like the 80s or the late 90s, whatever. It's not modern articulation. And I get it. For whatever reason, they're not doing, I suspect it's to not break up the sculpt too much because Frank Frazetta was an artist, and usually artists like to preserve or hide some of those ugly, breaks in the mold, right? That we as collectors and action figure collectors don't mind. We look past that, right? But when you can see that ugly, break in this sculpt, then that's a problem. And I can see why they're trying to minimize that. But at the same time, I really would like to see more articulation in them. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying that this is, this one doesn't, since it doesn't tick those nostalgia bells and it doesn't box and it doesn't tick the must-have for articulation or cool figure, I'm going to pass on this one, But hey, you know what? If you like it, there it is. Frank Frazetta's, family and, whatever they're doing over here. I think that's cool. I think one day maybe they'll get to it. And maybe they won't. Maybe they're like, hey, we love our figures the way they are. So here's the Norseman, and here's a closer shot there of his face. I love Frank Frazetta's work. I just think that his articulation in his figures isn't the best. But again, I end up buying some of them sometimes. So, and it's okay if you disagree. That's not a problem. I mean, you don't collect everything I collect. You collect what you like to collect. So, again, let's enjoy the hobby for what it is. We have different tastes. We have different wants. And I just try to share some of my insight and some of the news that's happening out there in the toy collecting community. I don't know everything, and you guys often educate me, which I appreciate greatly. So, guys, that's it for the news. For the news as I see it, for the news that interested me and might interest you. Let's move on to the haul. We changed it up a little, so let's head over there. All right, guys, I changed up the forum a little bit. We're gonna do the hauls this way instead. The news will still shoot it in the studio upstairs, but here we're gonna do the haul just by me grabbing the stuff that I picked up. So, you know, I kind of explain it better and whatnot. As always, let's get right into what did I pick up. I'm not gonna sit here and bore you with some other stuff, but let's get into the deals of the hunt this week. I forgot to show you, or maybe I only showed you a bit of this particular item. This is the XL07. Oh man, I've got some customizing things to do with this one. I'm excited for it. This is definitely a ship. Oh, I'm fighting the urge to make it another Cobra ship, but who on the Joe team could use this? Anyways, got it for, there it is, $12.99. That's a steal. That's a deal. All right, back to it. What else did we pick up that was a bit of a steal? I picked up a couple of red skulls from Ollie's. There you go, red skulls. I'm really digging these head sculpts, and these uniforms can be used for some really cool, you know, bad guy type of fodder. I can't wait to get into that. And then we also picked up, what do they call this? Xanathar? It was $9 at Ollie's. This guy's like, he reminds me of that creature in Doom that you fight with the, you know, tentacles. I think that's what he is. But anyways, I picked him up as well. Let's get to the regular portions, the regular stuff I picked up. All right, for the regular stuff I picked up, this is not really any deals or anything like that. It's just cool stuff that I found. We've got Starfire here. The regular edition, I found, you guys saw the hunt. I found the platinums for her twice, but this is the one that sticks in my memory, this version of her. So, you know, I mean, great. The platinum's great and all, but I don't really need that platinum. Maybe somebody else who's really a big fan of her can get it or remembers that nostalgic costume or whatever. I also picked up a $24 Naga hide. Gotta have your Naga hide there. Very cool. And I picked up another one of these because I think I want to do some work on them or use them for some fodder, but low light and low life and spirit. There you go. So picked up another one of these. There you go. Man, sorry about that, guys. That layer is pretty rough. The other thing I picked up, and this is kind of for customization, and that was this Mr. Beast lab kit and a little test tube. We're gonna do something with this. This was 25 bucks really, and I saw some people doing some neat stuff with it. I didn't buy it to do the experiments or whatever, but you know, I want to see if we could use it for a larger type of, you know, custom or cryostasis chamber. So looking forward to that. The other item I picked up, a Mega Man, 19 bucks at Brad's. These, you know, I don't know if these are going for more than that, but Mega Man, there you go. Pretty cool little figure. What else did we get? Oh, I ordered just one of these because I think this is an absolute beautiful package. This particular version or packaging, I mean, I actually feel bad about it because this packaging takes me way back. A Death's Head. Look at that packaging. It looks exactly like the trading card in the second series of Marvel by Impel. I mean, this is an amazing, look at that in the back, same as the card. I mean, I had to pick that up. The final thing we picked up, and I'm going to show it to you in a second, but the reason I picked this one up is because I really wanted to know if this is any better than the Mezco. Is it better than the Mezco? Isn't it better than the Mezco? I don't know. And that is the Batman figure from Mafex. I'm gonna do a review on it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it now or later or whenever, but I'm gonna do a review on it, and pretty soon, next week or two, because I want to compare it to Mezco's version. You know, Mezco's are a work of art, but they lack articulation. But you know that going into some of Mezco's figure, you know that some of those things are going to lack articulation. Mafex, on the other hand, is known for its superior articulation. So I'm gonna definitely compare and contrast the two and see the plus and minuses of those figures. Which one gives you the biggest bang for the buck? They're about the same price, there and abouts. So, all right. Well, that was, you know, the news and the pickups for this week. Again, don't forget I'm going to put a link up here to the giveaway that's happening at the end of this week, I believe. So August 17th, we're going to do that giveaway for either a Cobra Eel, Retro Cobra Eel, or a DFW exclusive Bone Collector 100th figure from Valaverse. You guys get to pick, you know, and check that out. Guys, we're nearly, what, at 2,500 subs? I think we're at 2,460 something, 70 something. That's amazing. You know, I'm just out here having some fun, you know, hopefully providing a good voice for the community, hopefully influencing, you know, some of the manufacturers to do right by us, toy collectors. And yeah, that's, you know, that's essentially, you know, the gist of the show, just bringing everybody in the community together, having some fun, doing this collecting stuff that we do. Maybe providing some insight, my insight, you know, my own opinion. And again, everybody's opinion should vary. You know, you don't have to have the same opinion as that guy or this guy or this guy. And don't let the collector police tell you what to collect. Collect what makes you happy. Don't even let this guy tell you what to collect. You collect what you like. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Let's continue to grow this hobby. Let's continue to have fun. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling it out.